Hey guys, Frankomatic here with a music box, apparently. And, as you can see by the save area here, our save that we were at is no more. Wait, it is.
Haha, you liar. You lied immediately.
I lied immediately! I am a huge liar! Yay! Okay, that allows me to show you the highlights of this process, because boy oh boy, the end game of this game is miserable. So, we got all the pieces. I took the liberty of moving us back in time to a slightly more reasonable spot.
Okay.
So you might think, looking at it right now, if you look up in the upper right, you can see that the microids are not extinct by the year 10,000.
Yeah.
Currently. And I can change that pretty easily if I go over to here.
Scanning.
Pick this thing back up so these guys can get their
Transmitting.
terraforming tech.
Temporary storm approaching. Yikes! That was time is steady.
If you look at it now, they own significantly less.
Huh.
Did the thing happen that sometimes happens and these guys die from a comet? No. That did not happen this time. Oh my god, stop.
Never stop. Spin forever.
Why did that happen? Whatever. You also see some things happen here, like the fish people took over the reptoids and killed them entirely, apparently.
Rude.
And knocked the slothoids down to 5 colonies? We don't really care about that, though, right now. So by moving around the terraforming tech and what... God damn it, why is it doing this? By moving around the terraforming tech... You know, I'm gonna just move over to Rib. You can change who does what, when, in terms of
Here we go.
starfighting.
Okay.
The real, if that keeps happening, this is going to be a real problem with the time wheels for me. Because again, I guess this game just has to. Why am I in the year 6,700?
Orbit steady.
You know, whatever. This game has become massive garbage at the end. So for a while, I thought, okay, maybe the way to handle this is to move the terraforming tech around.
Here we go.
That changes the numbers, but never comes out with a balanced set of stuff.
Okay.
Ever. I tried so many configurations, and if you do it enough, it just starts, like, eating their terraforming tech and just disappears out of the game.
Whoa.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. I have no idea. That's not how you do it.
Okay.
But while I was doing that, I did discover this.
Expansion?
No, where is their terraforming tech? There it is.
Invention.
If we come over to the reptoids here,
Leaving
hop to the
orbit.
right point in time.
Here we go. System. Scanning for planet.
What we're going to want to do here is pick up their terraforming tech.
Orbit steady. Scanning.
I found this out several hours in.
Transmitting.
Well, I just coincidentally happened to pick up their terraforming tech and go into the time wheels and start looking at
Yikes!
things.
That was something.
Which I'm not going to do now, it's being weird.
Time is steady.
But, if we now go forward in time, we can see that
Invention.
they invented the fusion laser.
Okay.
Which we can pick up and put on our ship. I'm not going to do that right now, because I have a save where we already have it.
Okay.
But this is, in fact, weapon number 2.
Okay.
Weapon system vacant.
Which turns our gun from those 2 little pew-pew lasers that fire slowly into a laser machine gun that also is basically a hit-scan weapon and has no travel time.
Okay.
A significant upgrade.
Alright.
In the process of doing that, I went down. I'm going to load up the the start here save now. And decided to screw around with the bees timeline again. So I could get their missiles.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna play nice now. Yeah. So I get their missiles. And found out that you can, if you look here, talk them out of this. I saved afterwards because it's not interesting, it's just another one of those. There's a bad actor around, you tell him to go kill them, and he does.
Okay.
The end.
Cool.
The other thing I learned that is more interesting is, if you recall a while ago, we had this arms race happen with the Reptoids, this nuclear arm race.
Oh wait, I do.
We talked to the guy, said, hey, why don't you steal some of the missiles and give them to the other side? And he said, okay, I'll give it a shot. Time storm happened, and it was still Armageddon.
Yeah.
At which point I backed up and said, okay, I'm just going to kill off the military leaders so they don't go the nuke route. Found out that if I had talked to him again, through a little bit of back and forth about ideas involving me coming down to maybe solve the problem, he realized that because he was pretty sure our ship appearing in the sky would be interpreted as a threat by one side or both, and that would cause them to probably kill each other,
Yeah.
that if he just decided to leak the news about the microids now, it might convince them to work together
Okay.
against an outside threat. Which works. And culminates in this. The nuclear shield.
Alright.
So instead of going down the fusion track, they have now gone down the track of fission,
Uh-huh.
like us.
Mm-hmm.
And that leads to
Crisis.
this, which I have left in because this is hilarious. This is honestly one of the best things in the game, probably. If we don't deal with it, bad stuff happens.
Crisis.
But we're gonna go deal with it.
Leaving orbit.
I need to make sure I have the alien translator back on, because I turned it off while I was messing around. And I spent in the realm of like 4 hours messing around with this.
Scanning
That's true.
for planet.
I was sad because I wanted to sleep.
I also did get the
Orbit
end point
steady.
of the who are you, I am you thing. Eventually, the comment, I have the code, pops up. At which point you have to tell yourself
The entire code.
the entire set of numbers you have been given up to that point, in order.
Oh no.
At which point they will say, I am you again. And then you can transport Weapon 5.
System vacant.
You'll notice I don't have it.
Weapon system vacant.
Mm-hmm.
Into your ship.
Mm-hmm.
And Weapon 5, from looking around on the internet, I found a video where it just deletes whatever hostile force you're against. It's just gone. You
Okay.
win. It's just an instant win button. I will show you these two weapons that we
Who
have
do you want to fight?
in a little bit.
I want to fight you, Argus.
So anyways, we're here at the Rebellion, and this is an excellent conversation.
What do you want?
Someone's getting snippy. You dare to talk to me in this way?
I dare.
Why?
What do you mean?
We are capable of defending ourselves against any foe. We have need of you no longer.
Really? Then I'll attack you.
And what can you do?
I will attack Reptilia and kill you.
You cannot penetrate our shield. And besides, Reptilia and Cerusia have joined to make one great nation, Cerulia. You could not find me now, insignificance.
Then I shall destroy the planet.
You cannot penetrate our shield, insignificance.
Then I shall remove you from time.
What?
I'll go back in time and destroy you.
I do not believe you will do that, insignificance. Would you lose all you have created, fool?
What is wrong with you?
ugly.
Damn.
Now you insult me?
Now I rule here in significance. I can insult who I please.
I had to do this on cameras. This is so good. Well, bye.
And where do you think you are going? I have not given you permission to leave.
Now see, if you do link off, you will in fact just hang up on him. He can't stop you. But you don't want to do that. May I go?
You have my permission to leave now, insignificance.
That does it. I'm going to remove you.
You wouldn't dare.
Bye.
Wait!
What?
Do you really mean to de-exist me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I mean, Eminence. Have mercy on me.
No.
Why?
I spent so much time here, Eminence. Sometimes it is hard to keep my sanity. Forgive me, Eminence. I am still thy servant.
Alright, how are things in Reptilia?
You mean Cerelia, Eminence? Not so well.
What's up?
The people here have become arrogant. They believe they are now impregnable since creating the shield.
Arrogant, you say? I couldn't tell.
Surprise.
Who's the leader?
Silicicus rules now, Eminence. An evil matriarch and a true reptoid warrior, head of the rebellion.
I'm glad that you just straight up called her evil. What's up with the rebellion?
Why against you, Eminence? They do not fear you any longer. Silicicus has convinced almost everyone that you are an enemy of Cerelia.
Well, that's cool. Almost everyone?
Everyone but me. Although I did succumb a little, for which I apologize, Eminence.
Mm-hmm.
I'll forgive you if you take that person out.
But I may be killed trying, Eminence.
Get good.
If you don't, I will remove you from time.
Then I have no choice. You are a true reptoid at heart. I will try to kill Silicicus now, Eminence.
Good luck.
Thank you, Eminence. By your leave.
That is, I think, the longest conversation in the game that I'm aware of, and it is amazing.
That was pretty good. Insignificance.
This guy is now my favorite. Sort of.
Time is steady.
Alright, so... we killed the rebels. And they promptly invent chemical weapons.
Wow.
Which, knowing these guys, we can't let them have those. That's,
Leaving orbit.
just gonna end badly.
Here we go. Unknown system.
We could go talk to him, but just... no, you guys don't get to have this.
Orbit scanning.
This is these are my chemical weapons now.
Transmitting.
It's good of them to, like, put them there.
Storm approaching.
You might notice that something else appeared here immediately.
Yikes, that was something. Time.
So we took their
steady.
chemical weapons away,
Yeah.
and they immediately invent a incredibly addictive stimulant,
Crisis.
which the entire race gets dependent on.
Invention.
So we could the solution to this is all to just no, you can't have this either.
Scanning.
Give me this.
I saw that this was hiding underneath the other thing.
Transmitting.
You're not allowed it either.
Temporal storm approaching.
You can't have that.
Yikes,
Stop playing with
that
chemicals.
was- Time is steady.
Now that out of the way, they invent
Invention.
a spaceship. And start doing their thing. They also invent
Invention.
this, which might actually be the thing that solves the fish problem. But I'm not really willing to fiddle around with time again to make this work to see, because I don't care.
Invention.
So I did that, and then I started fiddling around with the terraforming a little bit more, because I thought maybe I could make things different still. I was still being a fool. And then once again,
Leaving
just
orbit.
through blind luck, I picked this thing up and scrolled forward in time a
We're here.
bit. And something interesting happened.
Scanning for planet.
Planet vanishes? Oh.
Orbit steady. Scanning. Transmitting.
This up for a second.
Temporal storm approaching.
Give me that.
Yikes! That was something. Time is steady.
No, I'm not intending to give this back to them, because I have a save set up that we're going to hop to for the finale. But, if we go forward in time now... They invent this.
A question mark?
The NELW. A new form of weapons technology is developed to combat the microids in interplanetary combat. It is the nuclear explosive laser weapon, a device capable of instantly exterminating all life on a planet's surface.
Wow.
Let's go check that out, shall we?
Yes. Check
Here we
it
go.
out.
Target system reached. Scanning for planet. Orbit steady. Scanning.
This is one of those things that, for some reason, is just a blueprint. They will also never actually use this themselves, which is probably for the best.
Yeah.
But we can take this. The right thing, there we go. We can take this.
Temporal storm approaching. No problem. Time is... That's good. I can fit that to the ship.
Cool.
Equipment fitted and operational.
So I'm going to pause my story for a moment, because I need to... Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Hey man.
Greetings, Your Eminence.
Just wanted to say, you remember how I threatened to destroy your planet and remove you from time?
Very good, Your Eminence.
Yeah, it's very good.
What have
I
we
said I'd
here?
forgive you.
Temporal storm approaching. Yikes!
Really?
That was something.
A temporal storm, you say?
Time is steady.
Not yet, human. You cannot return home until you have balanced the full races to equal power.
So yeah, we just have a planet-shattering device attached to our ship now.
Cool.
But anyways, at this point I realized benevolence was not going to work, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned to the power of incomprehensible violence.
Okay.
At this point, I believe now that I can give you 3 ways to clear this game. Shut up, Argus.
Come on.
No.
If you are either way more skilled at combat than I am, or have weapon number 5, you can go back to the very start of the game, the very first year, go to the Microid Hope planet, blow their fleet out of the sky. I tried a few times, I'm not good enough. They seem to get, like, endless reinforcements.
Okay.
Nuke their planet.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's just a matter of not letting anybody have terraforming tech, because the Microids have already been dealt with. They will spread out amongst the planets they can inhabit naturally, and that will
Ouch.
leave them about equal,
Mm-hmm.
and you're good.
What's next?
I can't do that because I do not have access to this weapon.
Okay.
Option number 2. This will give me a chance to show off the weapons. We can... Sorry, Reptoids.
Sorry, not sorry?
Sorry, not sorry, indeed, yeah. We can, if we look here... Ah, alright. So those are microwave planets. I think looking at the wheels is probably a better way. If we find... Yeah, up there. If we go to Hecate, which is now getting attacked by the Slothoids,
Mm-hmm.
and gets taken over,
Mm-hmm.
we can prevent that. I don't think I can quite aim up there.
By killing slothoids?
Yep.
Yay.
I can't quite hop there in one hop. So I have to do
Leaving
it in two.
orbit. Here we go. Unknown system. Scanning for
Alright,
planet.
that's here. That's good, because we can look at it.
Orbit steady.
Hecate is this planet right at the end of the arm. If I go forward, you'll see a change to Slothoid and Tundra. Under target there.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, if we hop over there,
Leaving orbit.
we will encounter a fleet of Slothoids. They will not be happy to see us.
Target system reached. Weapon activated.
Here's the fuselage. And the missiles are probably the best not auto-win weapon in the game, because they are homing and they don't miss.
Temporal storm approaching.
What?
Yikes. That was something.
But if we look at the time wheels now,
steady.
we will see that they have not been taken over.
Okay.
So, in theory, you could go and basically micromanage the war yourself,
Mm-hmm.
making sure everything stays equal by not allowing any race to get overwhelmed, carefully choosing which battles are allowed to be won and which are stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But you would have to do that every 100 years,
Oh,
all the way,
no.
to the end, which would take forever. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't got time for that. So what I did was, I fought just enough to make sure that at the end, everyone had at least one planet left. All the races were still alive, and the microids were gone.
Okay.
Currently they're gone, but I killed the reptoids, so this is kind of a non-starter, obviously. Then I went to the year 9800. And I went planet to planet.
Orbit steady.
Just committed mass genocide.
I killed
Temporal storm approaching.
uncountable
Yikes.
numbers
That
of
was
sentient beings,
Here we go.
let's say.
Steady. Scanning for planet.
And that brings us to the save that you may have
Orbit
noticed.
steady.
Perfection. I parked us at Axis.
Okay.
And if we look at our navcom, you might notice that I exterminated all life on every planet except for the ones they started on. Currently, we are not in a win condition because the fish people have sent out one last raiding party, not knowing about the horrific cataclysm that has occurred.
Okay.
We need to stop this. So we need to find Nidj over here. Yeah, when I scroll around, every planet is barren and lifeless except for 4. Making me, perhaps, worse than the microids themselves. Because they at least let the planets alive.
Look, your ha-ha-ha overlords basically demand this be.
Yeah, I have completed my mission to the letter
Weapon activated.
as soon as these warrior fish die. have brought peace to the galaxy by rendering it completely uninhabitable.
Orbit
I have
steady.
brought these 4 races back from the dead. The microids are gone. All of my mission parameters have been met. And we can verify that by looking at the time wheels. In the year 9,900, the 4 races are balanced in power by virtue of there being nowhere for them to go.
Hooray!
The microids are gone. The Echelon Galaxy is in ruins by my hand. But you know what? If I can get it to actually accept my input. The game accepts that.
Yay!
You have succeeded, MacDonald. All is as it should be. We will keep our end of the deal.
What's our location, computer?
Approaching Earth.
Earthcom, this is McDonald. Earthcom, this is McDonald. Do you read?
McDonald, is that you? We thought we'd lost you. Where you been?
Well, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Not in 10,000 years.
You can't see it, but I'm flipping him off right now.
Arius. Yikes.
Big Argus.
Yikes!
But yeah, I spent in the range of 2 hours last night single-handedly exterminating almost all life in the Echelon Galaxy, and I do not regret a thing. This is the only way this game could end. The only way it could have ended better would be if it allowed me to kill all life. I didn't try that. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, I feel like that would not work.
But I am very happy that they actually said, you know what? You just gotta follow the letter of the mission given to you. You don't gotta do it like a rational human would expect you to.
Couldn't you have, you know, let them have multiple and then killed less of them?
In theory. But they don't deserve it.
Okay.
They're lucky that I let any of them live.
Okay.
And I think people will agree with me. I realize this is incredibly out of character for how I usually play video games, but much like our time-traveling buddy from Missing on Lost Islands, the canon ending is the bad one. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the I have the code scene, but it popped up in the middle of my, murder fest. And I didn't have the code anyway, so it didn't matter.
Okay.
If you poke around online, there's another playthrough, you can see it there. And that person actually, had their numbers, although there was a cut in the video between when they first started the scene and the numbers getting put in, so I suspect they had to go and look through their own stuff. Because the problem with that thing is, I like it. It's a cool idea. But the fact that it can be 20 or 30 jumps between appearances, and each one of those appearances is a 2-part thing. Unless you know that you're going to need all those numbers at the end, ahead of time, there's no way you're going to remember.
Now, to be fair, it's very possible that they're expecting you to be writing notes, because back in the day, you were just kind of expected to have a notepad to play video games.
Yeah, that could be the case. But I was not. And the only reason I didn't go look through my own footage to do it was because, A, I screwed it up at least once in the videos by goofing around. And B, while I was doing the murder fest, I got another 2 or 3 numbers that I wasn't really paying attention to as I didn't care at that point. So those numbers are just lost to time entirely. But anyways, this has been Millennia, Altered Destinies. We got there in the end.
It's
and,
over.
Just, quadrillions of people needed to die.
I'm so glad it's done.
I think we're going to take next week as a week off.
Yay.
And eventually we'll start up something new. I don't know what, but something will happen later.
Yay.
Anyways, later guys.